Ja. Rastafari.
Look like you have a big old thing of locks.
We live.
Hello, it's Thursday. Oh my God, we were just here.
Shot by
Oh my
Super.
God.
Like each week's getting shorter and shorter, it feels.
I wonder if it really gets shorter, or we're just so busy with each day that we're
We've had,
not keeping track.
I think so. We've had like a lot going on this week. I mean, we're kind of tapped out, but it's been an eventful week. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
In terms of like death or
Yeah,
just news.
it's a lot of death.
Yeah.
But
Well, welcome to our live every Thursday on YouTube, unless we are otherwise engaged beyond our
schedule.
Yeah, unless we can't help it. We'll be here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And for those people who join us religiously every week, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We decided to do this to make a difference. And if it's even one person, that will be a plus for us. We have for the last two. I'm Sonia White.
I'm Joy, everybody. Joy to the world.
In name and nature. That's her. For the last 2 weeks, we have been talking about cleansing, and we had some stuff that we felt that we couldn't have ended it without mentioning. So we're gonna wrap that up and share. Joy's gonna share first because she has some stuff on her mind, and then I will. Typically, I usually start.
But you can get the party started before
I am starting the party. I know how to start a party.
You do.
I'm a party.
Because you Jamaican.
Of course.
Y'all know how to get down.
We got it in our blood. Anyway, so let's continue our conversation.
Yes.
A return to wellness, cleansing, and then I'm just gonna talk a little bit about because my thing is I'm very big on the reprogramming, because that came home to me so powerfully. Even now, it's still coming home to me how important changing the paradigm and overriding the information that I've acquired and how it has helped me to stay committed to my commitment. Anyway, take it away, Joy.
I'm not going to be on here long, but like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff this week that has really been bothering me, but I'm not going to tap into that. I'm going to tap into where we left off last week. And I wanted to really talk about the detox. And it changed my life, y'all. But I got to get back with it because I ain't going to say I totally fell off, but I've been eating more of the heavy stuff, like the quinoa. And of course, I did the jackfruit. I made some jackfruit that kind of tastes like a KFC, y'all. I'm from Kentucky.
I tried her jackfruit in the batter. I mean, the thing was pulling apart like chicken breast.
This is like the texture.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It wasn't ripe jackfruit. It was, in Jamaica we call it turn, like a little it's between green and turn. Mm-hmm. So she seasoned it up and I tried it today. It was really good. I have some that I'm going to try too. I've done that before with the yellow ones, but I think I'm going to
They say those are sweeter, I think.
I don't. For some reason, I'm not akin to the sweet. But that chicken was good. I mean, I know that I don't want to say chicken. I want to stay away
jackfruit.
Yeah, I want to stay away from all the old time description. It's not burger. It's not sausage. It's not chicken. It's not beef. It's not steak. It's just what it is. It's vegetable.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I did this 7-day detox, which ended up, it's a 7-day lemon detox, and it's only supposed to be for 7 days. It's actually to help, heal yourself, get everything, I guess, back into balance, and you can go longer. And I went 20 some days, I think 21 days, and I felt great. I had lost some inches and skin cleared up, and I just overall had so much energy. But then I felt like my brain was playing tricks on me. I felt like I was wanting to keep up with my husband. I was trying to, eat salad. Well, wanting, I ain't gonna say eat, but wanting salad and just thinking about food. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's something about you can
Well,
maybe talk,
tell him what we were doing when you said
yeah.
a detox. It was
So,
straight lemon.
yeah, it was just straight lemon juice. So you treat it like a meal. So you can do like 3 to 5 lemons. You juice them and you drink it, and that's your meal. So say if you eat 3 meals, so you would either do those 3 to 5 lemons. It'd be one, like I said, if you do the 3 meals, so it would be the 3 to 5 lemons the first meal, and then your second meal it'll be another 3 to 5 lemons, and then your last meal it'll be another 3 to 5 lemons. So you do that the whole time, and then because the lemon can be aggressive, you can either blend up grape juice or juice grapes and drink it, or you can mix the lemons with the lemon juice, because sometimes some people, it's just so aggressive sometimes
Grape juice.
that you can't take it. Or you can use watermelon. So you can blend either or up to help. Or you might have to do less than 3. Maybe you should start out with 1 lemon and
like
just
me. I did 3. I did the 3. It was too aggressive.
Yeah.
So I mix mine. I typically have lemon in my herb tea anyway. So now I just, I dilute it. I still have the 3 to 5 or the,
You do
2.
lemon or lime? I thought you did lime.
What happened is, I was not able to find organic lemons. So I was buying the key limes, which work. But they're like,
they're so
listen,
small.
Oh God, man, you're doing 10 to get the amount.
Yeah,
and then it dries out so quickly.
It does.
So when I found organic lemons, then I said, you know what? Because somehow when I don't use the organic lemons or the organic citrus, my stomach is just in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I found the organic lemon, and it had seeds, because sometimes you buy these organic and there are no seeds. I'm like, oh, you have organic with no seeds.
No seeds.
So I looked out and I bought these, sacrificed some monies to get them. And, not bored. It's been okay, but I just cannot have it straight.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of acidity for me coming from my issues, my digestive issues, which I cured myself from. So no, I do the meat. Yeah, I do it with the grapes,
physiology is different,
or my herb tea, or just with warm water. I tend to do better with warm. So if it goes into anything warm, I'm good. But she's like a trooper with that straight up lemon.
And I did it pretty constant. Of course, I did eventually do the grape, but I didn't have to mix it together. I did the grape juice like afterwards. Like when I felt like I was having cravings for like food, or like if I felt like I wanted a salad or I wanted to like eat or snack. So I just blend up the grapes, and then I put the key limes in that, and then drunk that the rest of the day. But it was amazing, y'all. I know it sounds crazy.
You were on a fire, man.
Yeah,
you
like I was so,
because she was complaining about not going to the bathroom, feeling lethargic, feeling tired, and then that just gave you like a pick me up.
It did. And I felt like if I went longer, no telling, but it was like I felt like I wanted salad, and I was like, I was in my head, and and then we're foodies, so we like to eat and try different stuff, and then I forgot I went home. So that kind of like messed me up. So, but the detox, if you're really wanting to reset.
When she says mess up, or I say mess up, it's not that we're going back to.
No. I'll never go back. Yeah, I never go back eating animal.
We're eating more of that comfort plant-based food, which is complex. So it takes a long time to pass through
through your digestive
system.
It slows it down.
That's what she means.
And I'm really, not that I'm upset with myself, because I do beat myself up, but I'm trying to get better. But I can tell the difference. Like I don't feel, and I guess that's why I'm bothered, because I don't feel like how I felt those 20-some days, and I want that back. So I know what I need to do, because I just really feel like my physiology, and this is not for everybody, but those heavy, the quinoa and the wild rice and stuff like that. I know all that's on Dr. Savy stuff, but it just don't work for me. And so now I'm just trying to work on the mental thing, and try to like figure this out. There's still some healing that I still need to do that I should have done maybe 4 years ago, but I'm just now figuring it out. I thought I was doing what I was supposed to, but now it's just like, oh my God, there's another, step in my journey that I need to take it a little bit further. Mm-hmm. And I want to keep feeling good, and I just realized that maybe every now and then I can have the quinoa but I can't have it that often. Like it messes up my digestive system. And I noticed it like the lemon detox, it's a reset. Because when I did go to Kentucky, there was things like chai. I would stop at like this little coffee shop. It was my favorite chai. Not to say that I wouldn't go back and drink it, but it just didn't even taste.
Desire.
Yeah, it's like it just didn't even taste the same. It was a lot of stuff that me and my mom fixed. And I was like, y'all, this don't taste right. And of course, they was looking at me like I was crazy. It's like, well, we didn't do nothing different. It tastes good to us. But then I realized I was like, because I did this detox, it's reset. So yeah. And then even when I got back home, it was stuff here. And I was just like, this don't taste right. I don't even want it. And y'all, I loved avocados. I'm an avocado head. So, I could eat like an avocado every day. But now it's like, I don't even want avocado. I tried to put it in my salad the other day and I had to put it in the compost. So it's like, it definitely reset me and it took some of these desires. Now I need for it to take like the tortilla chips and those type of things. Like I need for it to get to that. But I'm sure the deeper I go, I'm sure it'll erase all of that. Mm-hmm. So I just know, and I just wanted to talk about it. It's really a really great detox. I would suggest though, if you are like coming straight off of meat, there's a way to actually do this. You can reach out to me or Sonia. We can take you through it. So, you have to be very careful about that. Oh, and it brings out your weak points. Like my teeth, I've been having some issues with my teeth, and I could tell just being on the lemon that some areas in my mouth, my teeth are like weak. So I'm gonna have to end up going to the dentist because it triggers stuff. And it wasn't from the lemons. It's been going on all along, the stuff that I've done. It just brought it to the surface like, hey, you need to go get this checked. This is the weak part in your body, you need to fix this, So I had to talk about it. So if you're on plants and fruits or whatever, you can get with me and Sonia and we'll help you through if you really want to take it, a little deeper. And we have other cleanses that we do too.
Yeah,
that's not as deep.
Fruits,
it's not
juices,
it's not as deep
this
as
this. Is like next level.
This
cleansing.
Is the next, yeah. So if you're ready to take it all the way there, we're here. If you have any questions or answers, I just wanted to kind of like bring it up. And then along with the detox, I did a bentonite clay bath. And then also I did some dry brushing, and then I'm all about sweating. I like when I do a detox, I really like to sweat. Sonia, she works out. I'm kind of lazy, y'all. But she sweats by working out. So, but the bath is like everything. It does. I mean, it pulls the toxins out of your system and you feel great. It changes your skin. So anybody that's having any like skin issues like psoriasis or eczema, it's gonna help. All that stuff's gonna clear up.
Eczema, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna leave. So it's gonna pull all the like I said, it's gonna bring out the weak stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you're already having skin issues, it's gonna take it all the way to the surface. You're gonna be like, oh my God. And people are panic, but it's really helping, to, get rid of
cellular.
It. Yeah.
When I do the lemon, like I tell you with this mucus, it's like it bringing up the constant.
I do spit a lot.
I'm like, what is? Because I think I know I'm not mucus free,
right?
Because one of the things we have to realize, depending on your age, we cannot expect that if we're 30, 40, 50, 60, that we have been doing all of these things to the detriment of the body, that if you get on something, it's going to reverse that in 3 months. The
Mm-hmm.
body doesn't work like that. It's
Mm-mm.
consistency over time, and it's not just your reprogramming the body. It's a lot of it is up here. Like today, I relapse. I broke my glasses, went to the store, and because I'm coming from a sweet tooth thing, and that's something I'm asking, supreme intelligence to remove from me. Not, I love fruit and stuff, but remove a lot of it. I no longer have a desire for. That's what this does. For it makes you lose, little by little, you just lose the desire for certain things. But I love a good peppermint candy. So I went into the store. I saw the nice, mushy, soft candy, and I'm like, that's the memory. I'm envisioning how it tastes, you know, because we're all memory. That's what it is. We're just program, and then we're kind of like living off memory, whether it's physical memory,
Mm-hmm.
emotional memory, psychological memory, chemical memory, which is what food is, electrical memory. So mine was, I'm going into remembering, oh, it tastes. Listen, I
Oh,
must have eaten,
I'm
like, by the
trying.
time I got over to Joy, 12 of those things. When I came, I'm like, doing that mind thing. I'm like, I knew better. Why didn't I? But no, I no longer beat up myself or carry the guilt, because I'm so mindful of where my thinking goes, because I want to resonate on high vibration. Anything high vibration, food, um, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, what I'm harboring in here. If it's not where it's taking my vibration up here, I'm just going to nip it. So for a minute, a couple, I came over saying, Joy, Lord, I relapsed today, and I find myself going south. And I said, no, it's done already. I can't do anything about it. What's the next thing? I'm making another recommitment that, next time around. And when you have these relapses, guys, try and not get into beating up yourself. I've been there. It doesn't work. It just put you deeper and deeper in the hole that you're trying to get out of. Just brush yourself off and start again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think you do more harm. And I know because I'm so hard on myself. I think you do more harm when you do that.
Mm.
And you have the right answer.
Oh,
Just start
listen,
over.
just start out low.
Yeah.
I am like so vigilant now
You are.
about, I was talking to Joy yesterday, because she was down on herself, and I said, here you are putting high vibration food in your body,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're harboring low vibration thinking. So that's like self sabotage, but it's
It
not really that
is.
she's consciously doing it. It's just how we have been, I
Pro-
keep saying
program, but
program.
it is the
It's
programming.
the information that we
Mm-hmm.
we acquired. Because if we're not in alignment with who God says we are, then we are in detriment to who God says we are, and detriment to the body. So that was a realization that I got. Listen, I'm no longer going to invest any focus, any time, any nothing, attention
Mm-hmm.
onto anything that, and I'm so quick in like picking it up. Is fear high vibration or low vibration? No, I'm not harboring that. Is shame high vibration or low vibration? No.
Mm-hmm.
Is regret high
Mm-hmm.
vibration or low vibration?
No.
It's feeling like today, beating on myself about the 12 candy. Is that high vibration or low
Mm-mm.
vibration? So I'm just so like in tune with wanting to resonate, because I think when you're not in alignment, you
Mm-hmm.
really cannot not only live optimally, but the gifts that you get to bring here, you can't align with them because
Mm-hmm.
you're out of alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out of alignment, nothing else is going to be in alignment. Your
Mm-hmm.
goals, your purpose, your passion, how can it be in alignment when you're out of alignment? When you are the source, and you are what emanates and bring all of this stuff out over this side into our reality.
Mhm.
So where I'm at now, guys, I'm not talk about me. 'Cause I only can talk about me. You finish?
I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think it's nothing else. It was just
I'll talk
I
from
just
now
want
till
yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah,
but go ahead.
I just wanted to bring up that lemon detox. And two, it's just, and another thing, I guess this week I've been kind of just thinking in my head, like I've been waking up at night. Y'all be careful about the food. Like, if even if you are on plant based, because and vegan, I'm so sick of that damn word vegan. Be careful about the food that you're, take it serious. Take your temple very, very serious, because this whole plant-based and vegan, it's starting to get out of control. And I don't know, I just been having issues with it this week. So be careful, I guess, the processed vegan stuff, because I feel like we get shitted on so much when we're really all we're just trying to help, because you can still eat the wrong vegan, plant-based, processed, whatever you want to call it, and still have a disease and die. So just be careful about that processed stuff, because it can really do some damage, just like the meat and the starches and the sugar and all of that stuff. It can do the same thing. I just want y'all just to be mindful of that, because this week I don't know, it's just been in my head that, and the more and more I go to the grocery store, I feel like there's just more and more stuff. Oh, vegan this, plant-based this.
Because there's a rise in
Yeah,
demand.
and it's okay to, when you transition. I know you're probably gonna have setbacks and stuff, but especially if you really have some type of disease, then really, for real, if you got something you got going on, like diabetes, or or high blood pressure, or any of those things going on, arthritis, just anything, like, I mean, even more serious than that. I mean, say if you just had a stroke or a heart attack, or people that's fighting cancer, like you that processed stuff, you can't afford. You gotta starve that out of your body. Like, you can't, like, the system needs to be alkaline as much as possible. People that's dealing with cancer, and I guess it's just hurtful to me to see that, because we know you can really heal from a disease. It's just hurtful to hear about people passing away when they don't have to. It is. I can't even describe it. It's just this sore spot in my body that I don't need. Like, I can't even. I can't. I don't even have the words to know. And it's even worse when the experts, it's like they're clueless. Like, they're still doing the radiation and the chemo. And I'm like, why? When all they need to do is go to some type of retreat, come out of the house. I feel like go to a retreat, like to a plant based that's raw, and do the colonics or the enema, put you on the fruits and the juices, and just really just starve that sucker out.
Mm-hmm.
And because we know people that have healed themselves with, we actually helped somebody in Kentucky, stage 3 or maybe stage 4, I can't remember, it's either 3 or 4, cancer gone, but she put in the work, and she wasn't eating processed, you know vegan food. She stuck straight to the fruits and the vegetables. And of course she had support. You have to have support, you have to have a tribe. Mm-hmm. But it just bothers me that we're just seeing so many people, I mean, young people. Like, I have a niece that's like 23, 24. They're dropping off, like, y'all, it's bad. And we just need to change our lifestyle, and we have to do the work. Nobody can come do it for us. And then we get trapped up in going to the store, seeing all this plant-based, and I don't even like saying vegan no more. Like, I'm over vegan. But I just want y'all to be mindful. As Sonya always says, be mindful of what you put in your body, and you feel it. Once you start clearing stuff out, if you put something in there that ain't supposed to be there, it's going to tell you. You don't have to go to the doctors for the doctor to tell you that. All these little triggers we have in our body, it's telling you to stay away. But like you said, the programming, we've been taught to disconnect, and we've disconnected from nature. We've disconnected from ourselves. We're so caught up into all this other stuff. And really, the only thing's important is you. Nothing is no more greater than you. And I get that from Yada. Yada be preaching that. He says that over and over and over and over. Nothing's no
Greater
more
than the
greater
wealth
than
of self.
of yourself.
It's not selfish. It's
It's
just that
not.
everything emanates from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's my biggest thing that I just wanted to share. I don't have nothing else really to say. Just be careful because, like I said, you can still transition over the plants and, and still have a heart attack, cancer, stroke. It's a way you have to go about it. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it.
To your point about if you have any disturbance or dis-ease in your body, just think about this, guys. Like Joyce said, we are disconnected, and part of it is the information we acquired. But the same food or fuel and the same mindset that got you to this disturbance or dis-ease cannot be the same food and the same mindset that's going to take you to where you want to go. So if you notice you're eating a certain way and it has brought this on, or you are living your life a certain way, because it's not just food, it's stress as well.
It is, and I'm sorry to even say that. It's everything. It's mental, spiritual, emotional.
Right.
It's everything too.
If any of those areas are out of alignment, and when I say out of alignment, this is what I mean. My thinking about alignment these days is who God say I am. What was his intention from the beginning as far as who I am and how I'm supposed to show up and represent and serve? That is where I'm going way back. Everything else is acquired information, and look where it had got me. The acquired information I got took me to a place where I was in dis-ease, headed in a direction of cutting my lifespan short. But the origin is that I came to give you life and give you life more abundantly. I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health as your soul prospers. All things are possible to them that believe. Listen, any scripture at all, and I've spent years in church. Any scripture at all that I'm reading and is low vibration, that's not meant for me. I am no longer going to align myself with that. All the scriptures that empower me and is high vibration, that's where I'm resonating. Just think that because when God, I'll hear, and I think I mentioned that before, people saying that they're not perfect. And I'm like, where did we get that from? Because if God is looking at you, no matter how flawed you think you think he's going to say, John, you're imperfect, you're flawed, something wrong with you. He's not going to say that to his handiwork because he looked at you and said you are beautifully made. So the information that I acquire, I'm like, okay. And it's an information that feeds this unity among us and this unity in us. So if we are separated and divided in us, and we are programmed to undermine the temple and undermine each other, who gave us that kind of programming? And you are going to expect that programming is going to empower us and elevate us and make us feel good? No way. So my whole strategy is to get back to the source, the origin. I'm all big about root. Get to the root. Okay, you have a disease or a disturbance. What were you doing or not doing that created it? So I have to take a 360 and go back. Okay, This is something I need to adjust. But once you get the mind right, the body just follow. The Bible talks about putting the body in subjection to the spirit. Come out from among them and be ye separate. I'm remembering all of these scriptures that I studied when I was young. We have the ability to speak to the mountain, and the mountain can move. I mean, I'm like, who is that applying to? Who is that for? I know it was for me. So that is kind of like the underlying thing that drives me now, because I'm at a different place where I am like identifying all of the devices. I don't know who the scripture talk about the devil. I don't know about no devil or whatever, because when I'm with myself, it's in my head. So it's
'Cause
gotta be.
you could be the devil.
So I'm thinking it's gotta be an energy or a programming or a mindset that's here to undermine and feed death. Because we no longer just look at it, guys. We have all these businesses. They're in business, but they're not in service. Burger King is in business. They're not in service. Coca-Cola in business. They're not in service. Service is when you are better because of this product, not worse. You're not disintegrating, or you're not dying, or you're not diseased. So we have all these businesses in business, but you're not in service.
And y'all don't be getting mad at them. That's the thing. Like, they want to get mad at us for preaching about fruits and plants and all of that, but they'll go grab a Coke or 2 or 3 and eat all this and don't
Because
they don't
programming.
yeah, that's what I said. They don't get upset with them, but then they won't get upset at us.
Right. That it's the wrong way. It's the wrong. But I'm like saying
And
to myself,
we're loving you enough to let you know.
That's
like,
what love is.
that's
Love
that's
is
what
actually
love is.
caring.
Yeah.
You can't love yourself and you're not caring to do what is right for your well-being. That's not love. You gotta care enough, like I'm caring enough and want to care enough to say, listen, it's like this week my daughter, because my kids are teenagers, and I probably I don't even want to go there. I kind of raised them up on eating this crap because I didn't know no better. That's how I was raised up. And my daughter said to me, she had on a cap that she probably felt it needed to wash. So she came up to me and she said to me, Mommy, do I smell? And I'm like, she didn't smell. But I'm saying to myself, but you're eating food that smells. So how can you be worried about smell? The egg smell, the chicken smell, the sausage smell. A lot of the food that you're eating smells. So how can you not think that you're going to smell? That's the disconnect I'm talking about. We're so disconnected from what is going on. If you're in a body that you're eating stuff that's constantly decaying, how do you expect to be in health?
Right.
That it just don't make any sense to me. How do you expect over time to be in health, or to support anything that don't support life force, which is optimal well-being, is not of God. It can't be of God. And we have signed up onto being a detriment to ourselves, and feel we're entitled to be a detriment to ourselves. That's the information we acquired.
And we want to take 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 people down with us too. I mean,
yeah, but the thing is, let me tell you, one of the things that I notice, I'm very mindful of how I talk to people, because I know I was there. I'm very sensitive, and I'm very compassionate. You're kind of, shoot.
I'm gonna throw a grenade.
She's straight arrow. I can't do that, because I remember what it felt like, because I was ignorant. I didn't know any better. I didn't make the connection to my actions and the outcome. No, I can't speak to that. And I'm still not where, I'm never going to get to a place, or you're never going to get to a place where, or anybody that you're listening to and they tell you that you're rich, it doesn't work. Because you are dealing with a mindset that has taken, especially its years, it doesn't happen like that. So I lose my train of thought. What was I
Was you
talking
looking at
about?
me?
Yeah.
Um.
Um anyway,
um
the whole point about it is the mindset. So if we have acquired information that
sorry.
does not support life force, and we know when you're drinking that Coca-Cola, you need to figure out what is in Coca-Cola you're putting in your body. What
Mm-hmm.
exactly is it? Oh, this was what I was trying to say. I want to be able to say, you know what? And I can't do that because people are at different places on the spectrum of what they want to do. And I believe when you get to a place where you're sick and tired of sick and tired, you'll make the change. It's if somebody really cares, like I've said to my daughter, I said, Mackenzie, you know, you're trying to aspire. She's an athlete. It's very imperative. It's crucial. What is it you're building your body with? And, I say, and I'm trying to do it more with love. When I just got converted, I have to say converted because I've been converted to Christian. Now I'm converted to wife, converted to mother, now converted to plant based. The conversion never stops. And I do carry some guilt sometimes about that, but I have to forgive myself about it. I'm not
Because
going to
you didn't
continue to do that because
know.
I didn't
Because
know.
if you knew, you would have done better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
now I
Yeah.
want to impact but I realize, you know what? Nothing is going to, my talking to you here now, it will resonate with who it's supposed to resonate with.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are listening is because it hit something in you. It didn't come out of the blue. Something in you wants to change something, and so you're spending the time to listen to us. That's how it's done. So I started, and that's part of the reprogramming. I came to her because I'm coming from a place of caring for her. Before it was a place of fear. Because I look at, if you continue this, where you're going to end. I don't want to do that type of projection no more because I now know as a woman of God or a woman of the universe or a woman of supreme being, woman of sacred, spirit, I now know that I have the power to imagine and envision and speak over my whoever it is. And I do that daily. Family, friends, relative, parent, right there, because now I understand who I am and whose I am. So, but the thing is, she's not where I am. She doesn't have the mind, the information that I have. So how do I have to find a commonality with her rather than driving away? And the best I could ever do for her is do my due diligence to self or anybody. Just focus on me. Just focus on align. Because I believe when I'm in alignment with what God says I am, He does the work. My job is not to save, or your job is not to save nobody. What does scripture say? Just preach the word. The saving is somebody else's job. Don't take that on. It's too big.
It really is.
You just focus on your due diligence to self. Because once you're in alignment, it's not work. They're just going to be attracted. And why I said that is that when we got started, we were seeking.
Yeah, we asked for it.
We asked for it. And this is what I know. Things align, or people come in, or you hear something, somebody says something, is because the only way it can resonate is because you're on that spectrum. You're right there. You're resonating there too. So you somehow subconsciously or unconsciously or consciously attracted that to you. And that's the whole, now I understand, once you're in alignment, it's not work. Once you're here, like vibrating in all the areas of your life and everything is in balance, then the thing it just comes easily. You see it easier, you hear it easier, you align with easier. And that, I believe, that's what food does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was still eating the same way, I would have gotten such clarity like I am now. And I believe it's a credit to
Mm-hmm.
trying to clean out. Because if you are violating other beings, which is how I look at animals, which is death, taking their life,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how you're going to escape violation of your body temple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It defies the universal law of thou shalt not kill.
Mm-hmm.
So
We
if
want to
you are
overlook
yeah,
that.
if you're doing this on a spiritual level, because there are laws that govern this
Mm-hmm.
outside of what man's laws are.
Right.
There's a law that says to every cause there's an effect. Man didn't come up with that.
Mm-mm.
So when people think that they escape, I mean, maybe a lot of it is not in our lifetime, but believe you me, it does. There's always recompense. And I don't even want to talk about, because I'm not about the judgment and all of that stuff. That's God business if that's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in my job, because the highest vibration is love,
Mm-hmm.
compassion,
Mm-hmm.
understanding. Just listen to how those words feel. Compassion, understanding, care.
Mm-hmm.
It is just so easy. Listen to the other words: fear, dis-ease, disappointment, grudge, envy. All those things are just violations that, food is what I want to say.
Food.
Food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just
Tell
gonna
me I get
say, and
mad.
I don't even know what I was really gonna say, but I just know food is it ain't a messenger, but you said it on
It's
the
data, it's information.
information.
Yeah. But
So
it can be used as a tool for suppression. Like people who take, and my mom's on it, antidepressant. It's
mm-hmm.
suppressing certain feelings that you can't manage. But is that high vibration? No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I look at all the habits that I used to have and see people smoking. Is that high vibration or low vibration? Drinking every day. Is that high vibration or low vibration? It's probably if you're stressed out, it's send you to bed. But drinking that every day, every day, every day, I don't see.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
like if I
poison.
was eating sugar every day, after it's low vibration, because what it do, it's a detriment. It suppresses. So you wanna have food that liberates you. So you're either going to use food to suppress you or food to liberate you. And the food that liberate you are the high frequency, high vibration food. What food is that? Is that meat? Or is that vegetation? Is that nature? Or is that meat? I mean, it's up to you. I'm not vilifying meat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but and we're not trying to do that. Tell you not to eat meat, but we already know that it's acidic, so and we can't break it
It
down.
support
And
acidosis.
and it doesn't. It's not alkaline. I mean, we already know that. We're not saying, and we're not judging you if you want to continue to do it. We're just letting you know there's gonna be a consequence to it. I mean, because we know. And the only reason why we know is because we used to eat meat and we knew how we felt and what it
Boy,
did
it
to,
used to
yeah.
constipate me.
Oh my
I
God, it was
couldn't manage
horrible.
it.
And when I did that paleo, I did paleo and the Atkins. And I think that's why I'm still messed up to this day. I'm suffering through that, but I'm getting back on track because that meat.
Just travel light, guys.
Yeah.
Vegetation is light. If you're gonna have meat, I would say once a week, not every day. Because the thing is, if you're
I'm saying
eating,
don't do it at all, but if you have
if
to,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
if you're once you're transitioning, if you're
Mm,
eating meat every day, there's no way tomorrow morning you're gonna wake up and not eat meat. But if you
mm.
have it 5, 6 days a week, cut it 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just cut back a little bit at
Just
a
keep
time.
moving in the direction and just use how you feel as the thermometer, and the feeling has to be in relation to, are you going to the bathroom? Are you eliminating? Because if you have 20 meals and you're not going to the
You should be
toilet,
shitting 20
that
times.
is not healthy. That is low vibration. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
support health and well being. So you got to look, okay, why am I not using the bathroom? Did
Mm-hmm.
what I eat have all of the components of what's necessary for absorption, assimilation, transit time? Is it coming out of my body? Or maybe I'm just mixing up too many things, or I'm having too much at one sitting, or these are things now that I am beginning as I pay attention to learn about my body. You're never gonna get to a place where you reach, because I don't reach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the process. We're always gonna be in the process. But what I'm trying to say now is that start to focus on the information that you acquired. I have accepted that the information I acquired feeds death and degradation and disease.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm convinced, because look at the fruit on the tree. We're opening more clinics. Today past, today they have two, some rehab or some other whatever. We're opening more clinics. I mean, I know we're opening more juice places, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, we shouldn't be opening more clinics, which means that we're anticipating, okay, why are we sick?
Mm-hmm.
Get to the source. Why are you feeling pain? It's not to ignore the pain, because the information required is to, okay, let's go get something to, like, I had a knee pain. Okay, let me just feeding all of that pain relieving pain. But it doesn't solve the root of the problem.
We
If I
gotta get,
stop
yeah, we
taking the
gotta get to the root.
painkillers, then I still have the
The
pain.
pain is still there. And it's just your body telling you that something is off. And
Exactly.
the food triggered it. The food triggered it. And it just, I don't know what I was going to say. I had a thought there for a second. It just bothers me. Oh, when you was talking about the Pepsi. Now you can take a Pepsi and put it on a corroded battery, and it's going to get the erosion off of that battery. So
Rust.
what do you think if you're drinking Pepsi? I mean, some people drink like a whole liter. I mean, what do you think that's going to do to your insides? I mean, just like somebody said, be mindful about certain things that it's not going to be good for you. Just be mindful of that. Like, try to, put stuff in there that your body is like, because the body's always working for you.
Mm-hmm.
So help it out. Don't be against it, because it's working for you. That the mucus is what, it's protection. I don't know if that's confusing, but
No, what happened is our
I guess
body
you can
will hold
explain it.
on, like I was explaining to Joy, with a lot of people who hold on fat. We tend to curse the fat.
We
But
was talking about skinny. We was talking about skinny fat, right? Yeah, remember we was talking about, because there's still some people that are super super skinny and think they're fine, but those are the ones that is really more full of mucus than the ones that are holding the fat. And I think that's how we got on the subject of about
right,
mucus. Yeah.
it's like layered. You
Mm-hmm.
can be skinny. I mean, I wish I was. For
I'll give you
looking
a
good,
little
that's what the
applause.
world wants. I used to think that way. No more. I'm like, I'm so at ease with, all my perfection.
Another one.
But anyway, what I was saying, when you carry fat, usually, and it's hard to lose, it just indicates that your body is inflamed.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is the body is always trying to self-preserve.
Mm-hmm.
So it holds on to the fat to dump the toxins so it can balance. So a lot of the fat hold toxins in there from the inflammation. Sometimes when you're small and you don't have the body fat and you're toxic, it just goes to the organs.
Mm-hmm.
There's no kind of cushion. Fat is like a cushion for self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
Once I understood that, not to say you mustn't try to lose, because it's also waste. It's carrying a lot of toxicity and mucus, and you want to shed that so you can be lighter and you don't have all of these numbers or diabetes and that's going on inside of you. So, it's both sides, but it's understanding now what exactly is going on in the body when, because the body always is trying to
Mm.
it's always trying to bring balance. It's never trying to hurt us. So even when you develop the cancer, which they say we all have, the cells, it's like it's just dump these, it encase all these mucus and the the acid stuff that it doesn't know what to do with, or it can't eliminate because the kidney not working and working properly, and the liver not functioning properly, and you're not pulling often enough. So it's finding ways to house all of these poisons that it just can't eliminate. It can't come through the skin. You have all this impaction in the large intestines. So it can, it's not really, it's just not your body not functioning. It's going, against the natural functioning of the body. And I think, I want to say think. We were oriented from the information we acquired to self sabotage,
Mm-hmm.
physically, mentally, emotionally. And one of the days I'm going to talk about that emotion because I'm
Mm-hmm.
still working on that. And now I'm understanding more
Mm-hmm.
that we were oriented to blame everybody else for our state
Mm-hmm.
and how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious where we are. We're losing our minds, and we're
And we're
programmed. It's
just, yeah,
outside.
yeah. And it's like we're just not taught to believe in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're so freaking scared, and the fear, and you got to think about like my great great grandmother. They didn't go to the doctor. They had their own little medicine cabinet, and definitely wasn't Tylenol and ibuprofen and Tums and all this stuff. None of that stuff was in their medicine cabinet. And they healed their children and themselves. They believed in themselves.
Because we were oriented to undermine what God says. God has,
Mm.
listen, we cannot improve on nature and what God give us.
Mm-mm.
But because we are so in a time where we don't really understand how to use these herbs, because we're oriented to use pharmaceuticals, we trust that more.
The Band-Aid.
And that man did that. How can something that man produce be better than what God has made?
I don't understand. I don't
That don't
understand
even
that.
make any sense to me. So now we compete and we trust that. We trust that this what they say is better for me when the stuff you're putting in your body is a band-aid. I'm not saying everything, because yes, you get a headache. Sometimes you take two Tylenol and it does go. But the thing is,
But the
it's
problem that
okay.
triggered that
Why
headache
did
is
you?
still there.
Yeah.
Like, why
Why
did you
did you
have the
get the
headache?
headache in the first place?
And you don't even want to know. You like, oh, it's gone. So you done moved on. You watching TV or do with the children. You done went on and forgot about the headache. But figure out, like, why did I even, was because I was dehydrated? Like, figure that out.
Not enough water.
Yeah.
Not enough nutrients. Not enough sleep. We gotta get to the root of it. And we have become so, I don't want to say we're solution oriented, but quick fix oriented.
And people feel better if they have a diagnosis. It makes them feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And all of it, and all of it's mucus.
Yeah, and not only
it's
that.
Only one freaking disease, if you want to say. It's mucus. Mucus and pus. Yes.
What was I saying?
I'm sorry. I'm fired up. I'm be calm next Thursday, y'all, because we almost at an hour
because my brain not firing.
I'm over here on fire. I'm just trying to hold back because I don't want.
But anyway, guys, let's get into the habit of implementing actions that exalt life force. Get into conversations that
let's talk.
There's certain words I am not using no more. I was in the gym this morning.
Well, you just said one right there.
I was in the gym.
Morning. Morning. I stopped
Well,
using morning.
no, like I'll be saying, like I'll hear my son keep saying, "Oh, this is hard."
Yeah, I
I'm
always say
stop
challenge.
using.
I
I'm not
always say
use.
this is
I'm
a
like, this is
challenge.
easy. When I'm in the gym, I'm talking to my body. It's
Mm-hmm.
functioning. It's flexible. It is strong. It is all the good stuff. I'm speak when I'm in the gym or in the park. I am just like immersing myself in all of those high vibration words,
Mm-hmm.
because the information that I have been oriented to has got me to a place where I feel the downtroddenness, the defeatist stuff, the hopelessness stuff. I mean, I must be a stupid ass to keep continue believing that stuff when it has not empowered me.
Mm-mm.
Not in health, not in emotion, not in psychology. Up here, so my psyche, it has not empowered me. So my job, if I can observe that and say, no, no, sir, X to that. Let me go, and for me, it's no longer what people think.
I'm doing the
How they
opposite.
view whatever they say about
I'm
me.
doing the
I am
opposite.
agreeing with you. I am that. I am this. I am that. Yeah, because that's how you perceive me. I don't perceive myself that way. And I genuinely care to want to help people to say, listen, we gotta start to do our own work, our own self work. I don't want to baby nobody. To want. I call my mom and I say, Mommy, you can't, whatever, and she's whatever she want. What help you need? That is the programming you get, that you need somebody to help you. Who is going, I mean, get out of that stuff. We were told, like Joy said, that we aren't able, we aren't equipped, we're not empowered, we're weak. We need somebody to always tell us what to do, somebody to always direct us, somebody to always save us, somebody to always, I mean, what happened to this intelligence that we get? We
Right.
have.
Right.
So if the programming say, okay, we have to go outside ourselves, I'm like, no. I have it within me. With me and God, I'm in the majority. I am aligning with those God principles. I am asking for these senses to develop. I'm working on developing perception, unction, intuition. What's the other word? Discernment. Because when we are aligning with those things, girl, you're untouchable. Those are the scriptures that God talk about. You're more than a conqueror. You're an overcomer. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You can't do that with no mindset that make you feel that you're nothing. There's a scripture that say that you were born in sin and shaped in iniquity.
I don't understand that.
The heart of man is deceitful above all and desperately wicked. Can you imagine that you tell a kid that when they're born from early that you're nobody, that you're wicked, that you can't? How are you going to come out of that and live an empowered life? How are you going to take control and chart a course that you're not going to have all of these things on you? How can you come out of that and not experience death?
It's right there knocking at your door.
No, sir, not for me. I don't know if you guys
No,
want
I'm
to.
saying if you following that, it's gonna
Of
be
course,
facing
not
you
for
right
me.
there.
I am, God look at me, him never say, oh, your heart is whatever. And they can say, okay, the enemy do it or sin or whatever else. I'm like, listen, if this is what the information say, I am going to the opposite. Because I don't know what's right or not wrong. I just know it's
left,
manipulated and it's
right.
flawed. That much I know. Because I am
Big
yet to
time.
meet somebody. Yet to meet somebody, unless they're putting up a front, that don't have issues in one area of their life or another. Not to say that you're always going to be on a level where everything is peaches and cream. But that's what the scripture says. So either I'm misinterpreting it or I'm not knowing how to apply it, or maybe it's just flawed. But I cannot look at the fruit on the tree where we have more sick people, more hospital, more clinics, more food that's not
And
in service.
dialysis. There's a lot of them around too. Those dialysis clinics
And
now.
kids, look at it. Children
Just
are
people's
having, children
kidneys and
dying.
stuff.
They're
Just
born sick. How is that information that empower? As if to say, you're just born sick. What's the root of a kid born sick? And then when they come into this world, we like stick them up with
yeah, it's
other
like we
stuff
doing
that
all
man
this
made.
stuff to them, and you've been carrying them for 9 months. You did that. When the mama and the daddy, y'all did that.
When they were born,
yeah, it's like,
and I understand all of these measurements. This is this and this is
yeah,
that,
the
and this
child's
is
got to
that.
be on
You
this.
don't even
like,
know for sure. I mean, I have friends that their babies have a friend now. Gwen, her daughter never had no bottle milk. You know what she feed on? Fruit juice. Breast.
That's all she
Till
had.
she
Breast
close
milk.
to 2.
Yeah, breast
And
milk,
then she
and then
get
the fruits.
fruit juice. And then she gets crushed vegetation. And that kid is like thriving, quick, sharp. No, I don't even want to say the word. No, what's the word?
What, the vaccination?
No, yeah, no stuff
she
inside of
she
them.
ain't been vaccinated, but now that's what they.
And if it's happening for even the Amish people, the Amish people don't do that stuff.
They don't do none of that stuff. They live straight off of nature.
So we are believing that we somehow are diseased, or we're preventing ourselves from. That don't even make no sense to me.
Not at all.
If other people are not doing this stuff and they're okay and living, how are we adapting that lifestyle and we're diseased and we're sick? I don't get it. I understand it. I must be like, but anyway, as for me and my house, that's the scripture. I will serve the Lord.
You are the Lord.
Well, anyway, guys, I think we went, but harmonize with nature, harmonize with each other. With all my heart, I love you guys. I want what happened to me to happen to you.
I don't. You don't want them. You don't want them problems.
The suffering. I don't like to hear people. I don't even know what to do when I hear those stuff, because I want to say to you guys, listen, just go cleanse, do your enema, drink your herb tea, move, relax, and just, take your own health into your hands, because it's possible. People are doing it. Nothing is wrong with us. And just take control. People don't want to cook anymore and eat outside. Once in a while, but you don't even know what you're eating. What are they putting in the food that you're eating outside?
You gotta be careful who's fixing it.
Yeah, because that's the other thing too. When you are preparing your food with an energy of love,
be careful,
and appreciation, like I love to cook,
I'm the opposite.
I guarantee you that that's somebody, which is why mother is so crucial into preparing their kids' meals. And for me, I just can't. This one of the things I don't do. I prepare meals for my kids that's in alignment to what feeds life force. But if they want to eat anything other than that, I can't prepare it. For me, that's just a decision that I made. It's kind of like a non-negotiable to me. I cannot support violation and expect that they are not going to be violated. So that's where I draw the line. And like going out and buying stuff that I know is going to undermine their well-being. I just can't do it. But they are now responsible people to, make their own choices and their decision. Now, what I do is I just do my commitments over them and see them in a light I want them to be, and then just leave the rest up to God. That's just too big a thing for me to take. And a lot of us, we take on too many things.
We do.
We weigh ourselves down.
I'm that person.
Don't take on anything you don't have no control over. Just don't take it on, and just travel light.
I'm working on.
Travel easy breezy like the spirit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I
I
think
think we
we're
have
at
killed.
our
Yeah,
time.
we
We
killed this
went.
one
We
today,
did.
tonight.
Sorry we stayed on so long, but it's just stuff that we wanted to get out of our system. And I'm just gonna leave with little small little word. Well, I guess a food for thought. I write this in my notebook, and it kind of speaks to what we're talking about. And I just want y'all to think about it tonight. And if you want to, write it down and put it on a piece of paper. And also too, y'all subscribe and share. Tell people about us and hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That helps us. But my food for thought for tonight is, and just really really think about this. Just sit with yourself, have a little quiet time. Turn the lights down low. Light you some candles and just sit with yourself and just really take this in. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? I'm gonna say it one more time. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? That's heavy, y'all. So sit with that. And let's talk about it our next episode, our next Thursday. I want to hear some response. Where you going to live at? But that's some heavy stuff, y'all.
Anyway, sweet people, gentle people, people on the road about to begin the road, the transition. Peace and love. Thanks for joining us. Till next time.
And we'll see y'all next Thursday.